Hello all, Seriously is here, back for some more finishing Permadeath. Today we're gonna get back to some egg experimentation. Yeah, I went there. I did it. I said it. We're gonna do some coloring of some animals that I've got off camera, and we'll start off with Rhino again. But before we get into that, I wanna come and show you guys something that I've noticed. It's been a pretty big disappointment on me today, and yeah, I don't know what to say about it. It's frustrating, I think, is the big word. Maybe not disappointing. Maybe both. Is there a word for disappointing frustration? Anyway, this is it. So, as you saw last episode, I did a lot of exploring. We did like 40 something minutes of exploring last episode, and I continue that. I've explored 45 systems or so fully. I did that all day yesterday, basically. And then I went back to the home systems. I thought maybe I would see what we had beneath our home system. There's our home system. Here's our original system back in Euclid. As you can see, we've lost quite a few systems because I did not only explore like 4 or 5 systems in between Starter Planet and Isentam. Definitely not. There was a whole series of us going around and doing stuff. We must have landed on 20 or 30 different star systems worth of planets. They're gone. I don't know where they went. But that's not the big deal. The big deal is look at this system. I was going to go back to this system to check how far along the progress was in this system. We have our frost base here. You can see bases frost, CO2, radon, and one other base. That's the smoke base that has sulfurine and phosphorus. We just connected the phosphorus lines 3 weeks ago. And I've definitely been to this system within the last 3 weeks to pick up resources from these bases, both gas and minerals. But if I click on it, everything is undiscovered. It still says I discovered the system 1 month ago, which is accurate. If we go up, Isentam. Oh no, that is also that's also weird. Oh no, 3 months ago. Did it just say 1 month ago? Maybe I was on a different star system. Anyway, 3 months ago. Yeah, Isentam was 2 months ago. That makes sense. All right. But everything else is undiscovered in here. I have 2 bases in this system, and I've definitely landed on the planets to get them. We have videos of it. I was here just 3 weeks ago. Like I said, they're gone. Uh, and I'm really a little bit worried. This is right beside. Whoops. Let's click underneath so I can see them at the same time. This is right beside my home system. I do not want to lose my discoveries for my base systems. They're pretty important to me, and it's not that I get credit for these. I don't really care. If this was a single player only game, this would be exactly as important to me. If nobody was ever able to visit my bases or systems or see what I've named stuff, that doesn't matter. It doesn't bother me at all that I've lost credit for these. It matters that they're gone from my list. The whole point of the discoveries for me is to have them so that I don't need to write these down, so that I don't need to go like click up here somewhere and go, yeah, this planet has anomalous creatures. I would like to be able to use the game to do that. It's important to me that the game remembers these for me. And me going out and filling all these in yesterday, did that do this? Did that delete my system from the game? If I explore more, will I lose more systems? And because this is right beside here, is this the next on the list for me to lose stuff from? I don't know how it works. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if there's a way to prevent this. I've tried a bunch of stuff. If I reload the autosave, that doesn't do anything. If I go to my bases there, it says discovered today. It's first contact when I get to the base. I'm teleporting into a base that's on the planet, and it says first contact. I don't know if there's a way to undo it. I don't know if there's a way to get my data back from 3 months ago or whatever when I landed on these planets. I would like that. I'd prefer that over landing. My bases are still there. It's not a big deal. But I don't want to lose discoveries in my other systems. It's important to me. And I'm a little bit disappointed and frustrated that it's happened. I'm in a bit of a weird mood with the game where I've never wanted to play more because of this Companions update, but the thing I really want to do the most because of the Companions update is explore. And if I explore, I don't want to lose discoveries. I don't want the cost of new exploration to be the loss of old exploration. I need the game to remember it. It's sort of crazy to me that it doesn't. It's a computer. I know this game has to be on consoles as well. I get that. I get it. But, you know, a 1 megabyte text file could probably hold thousands of star systems of names. Come on. There's just no excuse for us to not have this. So I'm worried it's by design, and I'd love to know what the rules are for why and when it forgets and how to prevent it from forgetting important systems to you. Do I need to visit these like daily? Yeah, because if I go back to that list, let's just teleport home first. Are we going home? Yeah, let's go home. Where was I? I don't even. Oh, that's right. I was picking up a robot for today's episode. We're going to color some eggs today. We're going to talk about egg coloring, specifically with weird creatures. I've seen a lot of people's videos and stuff on coloring and research on coloring, and most of it doesn't apply almost at all to bone ticks and robots, and possibly other creatures, but I've noticed those two in specific have very unique properties when it comes to color. Is the anomaly here? That's not where I would have summoned it. That's definitely moved. I usually turn over here and put it on the rings, you know, show up right there, in between my freighter and the space station. Yeah, it moved for sure. Anyway, not a big deal. Oh, hostile scan. Well, let's get into the anomaly then. So, something else that I've done between episodes is, besides scanning hundreds of animals, hundreds, I wonder how many animals I might have lost. Anyway, I went out and I picked up some resources that we're going to try to do some coloring with. Some unique stuff that I haven't seen anyone else use or put on lists. Basalt might have been done on people's lists. I didn't check it. I don't know that it's able to be put in. Not every item is able to go in. These two, I've never seen anyone try, so I thought I would go gather up some of them from the living ship tools that you unlock. We're going to try to color stuff with them. But another thing that I thought I would bring to people's attention, because I didn't know that until, was it last night or this morning, is that we can only hold 6 eggs. We can't hold an unlimited number of eggs. It doesn't matter how many or where you put them, on a ship, locked away in your freighter, in storage, doesn't matter. You can only get 6 at a time. So you can have 6 creatures and 6 eggs, maximum. So I did not need to empty out my construction ship to hold eggs, because I can only hold 6. Whoops. Oh well. That's really disappointing as well, to be honest, because I really want to try a bunch of stuff, and it takes a long time. It takes over a week for your eggs to reach maturity, a week of real time. So there's not a lot of opportunity for experimentation on these, is my disappointment. We have to wait a long time, and we're limited in how many we can do. But let's try. Let's see what we can get going on. So all of these should be ready to hatch. Only Rhinos has been resequenced, but it's only been resequenced with those whatchamacallits, behavior modifications, I guess. No coloring, no sizes, nothing like that. Okay. Now these eggs here, I'm going to show you these pets. I actually have them. Let's go to my pet menu first, the register, as it's called, because I just picked up an animal as well. If you recall, this is our robot pet. This is the large version. It's still juvenile, and it will. I've got this a week ago. It's been a week, and it still hasn't aged up yet. So it takes over a week for some creatures to age up. But we tried painting this quite a bit, and it didn't seem to have any effect whatsoever. We even tried anatomy modifications to it, and it didn't seem to have any effect either. I'm not sure if we just didn't try enough things or the right things, but we couldn't paint this at all. We tried dozens of different things to paint this, and I think I've discovered the reason. This creature here, similarly to these bone ticks, bone crabs, bone cats, whatever you're calling them, they have a base color that cannot be changed. You can find robots that are exactly this in purple or blue or green. I've found them. I can show you in my discoveries. Those ones haven't disappeared. Those are fresh. I can show you some purple robots. I can show you some green robots. There's lots of different colors of robot base color, but you can't change that base color, just like I can't change this yellow or this brown. I'm guessing. I haven't tried yet. We're going to. The eggs are ready for hatching. We're going to try it. But I've found some robots that do seem to have colors that we can change. I am guessing this texture pattern of weird little spotted hexagons, if you look real close, they're like hex shaped, not circles. Well, maybe they're just splotchy circles. I don't know. Anyway, we've got a pattern here that we might be able to edit with our colors. So we're going to try that. Unfortunately, I just got this one today, and this is when I figured out that I couldn't get a 6th egg. So I've deleted the original egg for this so that I can make room for this one's egg. Unfortunately, it doesn't come in today. What was the name of that star system? Let's go to the discoveries menu real quick. Was it this one? Yes, this planet here is the one that had, it's got hostile sentinels in Permadeath, so it wasn't that great. But let's look at the other robot here. And this one has either, I can't tell if this is a white base color with green texture over it, or vice versa. This might be a white label on top of green base texture. But one of those colors almost certainly would be able to be changed. Where were some other robots? I don't remember any by name system-wise. Sorry, I should have made... Again, it's not too hard to go through. When you have these all here, I can click on this, see 10 creatures. I can back out. Go to that one. 2. There's creatures. Here's some purple robots. Now this seems to be a purple base color. I bet I could not change this color. That's my guess. This one here seems to have a little bit of a texture. Maybe we could change that texture highlight color, but I bet we can't change that base purple color. That was probably the only planet in that system that had robots. Yeah, I think this one had some robots somewhere. Maybe not. But you can see how fast it is to go through these. Yeah, there we go. There's some robots. Yeah, I see some different coloration here, some teal on green splotchiness going on there. We could probably edit that. What do we got here? Just straight teal. Okay, so maybe the green is the texture on top of the teal, because often the robots are the same color in that same planet. Well, not always. Where I just got this purple robot, the other robot, as you saw, was white and green. So purple and white and green, that's 2 different colors. Anyway, there are seemingly textures that we can change. Let's go back into the menu. The register. I called this one legs because its texture only applies to the legs, right? Whoops, let's click on it and we can see there. It also scrolls up onto the back of the butt. So I think this blue pattern that highlights the legs will be able to be edited. So we're going to try that. And with my experimentation on Rhino, I'm fairly certain that this green texture in between the pieces will also take coloring. So we're going to try to experiment and see what we can get with legs here. Shroomback, I named Shroomback because he's got shrooms on his back. And I thought that was really cool. I've also have one of these creatures on a planet. I haven't made note of that. I'm going to have to go through my discoveries. It's a lot longer to find bone ticks in your discoveries list than it is robots. Robots are very quick. You look for the planets that have 2 creatures. That's a robot planet. These can be on basically any planet. I think I've seen them on every type. Potentially. I've definitely seen them on more than just lushes. I've seen them on anomalous planets. I've seen them on... Yeah, I think every type. They can be anywhere. And you have to go through your whole list and look at the pictures to see if you have one on that planet or not. So it takes a bit longer, but I found one that has a shroom on its head and shrooms on its back. It was a predator. This one is docile already. It's not a meat eater, so we don't have to worry about fooling around with that. It's also very tiny. So we do want to increase the size. And I want to play around with anatomy. Maybe we can get a cool mushroom head to go with the mushroom back. You know, maybe. But we're going to play with legs egg today, just to get that coloring changing. I do like the spikes on the shoulders here for Shroomback, but I think Shroomback's big feature is the Shroomback. And I sort of don't want that on my first pet creature. I don't know. I don't know what I want. Also, I want to see if we can get anatomy changes to work at all. And we're not even going to keep the saves we make today because I can only have 6 eggs. I'm just going to hang on to this egg until I know exactly what I want color and anatomy wise. And then I'm going to make a save. But let's get into it. We're already halfway through this video and I have not colored a single egg yet. So we've made an autosave. It's like 10 minutes ago now, but we haven't done anything. We've just run up here. You know what we can do? You know what we can do? Let's see what Helios... I've explored a lot yesterday. Let's see what we kind of nanite reward we get. We're at almost 91,000. Hopefully ask for planets or something, because that one's usually worth a lot. What are you recording today? Animals or planets? Okay. So we landed on a lot of planets yesterday. What do we get? Holy, 3,400 nanites. That was a good haul. Next time he asks for creatures, I should get a good haul too. So I'm going to keep an eye out on that. I didn't scan too many minerals and plants. I did scan, I'd say it's like at a 1 to 10 ratio of both plants and minerals to creatures. Like for every 10 creatures I scanned, I maybe scanned 1 plant. Basically, I only scanned plants or minerals when I was waiting around for that last rare creature to pop up and I had nothing else to do. So, alright, so we have a new autosave. It'll only be a couple minutes ago now, or 1 minute ago, whatever. So, we want to put legs egg. So, boom. And we want to go with, the first one I'm going to do, actually, you know what? First what I'm going to do, I'm going to show you is Rhino's egg. Let's do that. Because I found one that has a very vibrant color on these, and I would like to see how it has an effect on a legs egg. But let's show it off here first. Let's begin that modification. Geodesite. People have done experiments with this and shown the colors on this, but this is not the colors that they list. I'll show you that. When you put it on these creatures, it's a very different effect. Wrong button. I am never, ever going to get used to that. Alright, let's hatch Rhino's egg. And you can't really see it from here. Oh, did I pick the wrong one? Maybe I picked the wrong color, the wrong item. Let's go into our register. Yeah. No, nothing changed at all. That's very weird. The last time I did Geodesite, it was a bright purple where this green was. I made note of it. Well, there has been a patch. I am on 3.22 instead of 3.21 when I did that test. Maybe things have been changed. All right, well, it's back to the drawing board experiment-wise then. Okay. Let's try that new materials. Let's try what we get on the new materials that I got gathered. See if they're even available to be put in here. See what the dose is. That's something else to check too. I didn't pay attention to what it said for dose, because before it gave me 100% dose for 1 Geodesite. And of course I'm on like the farthest parking spot again. It really likes to put me way over there, doesn't it? Looks like tomorrow's episode is going to be Quicksilver missions. Because I see 3 Quicksilver missions. And I'm like I said, I'm a little bit put off of exploring, so I'm going to put exploring on hold for a bit until I gain more confidence that I'm not going to lose my discoveries. All right. Well, we know how Rhinos takes color, but I do want to see what happens to legs. So let's put something in here. Will Basalt work? You know what? I put Geodesite in the wrong thing. All right. It's back out. That's why it didn't work, you big dummy. You didn't put iridescent in the color. There we go. We did a modification to personality. Oops. Whoopsie. All right, here we go. Let's see. Bright purple. Come on, bright purple. And wrong button again, because it always will be. Oh yeah, that's the one. That's the one we're talking about. Fantastic to meet. It certainly is. Look at that. That is a very bright purple, and it doesn't seem to affect, well, it does, it changes to green. It's purple and green, but this one is also green, but just not as nice of a green as this. So we'll see what happens to the legs and neck when we apply it to legs. But that's a really cool, bright purple color that I have not seen. Like when you apply iridescent to other creatures, it doesn't seem to get that kind of purple. So that's what's going on with iridesite. Let's try basalt next. I'm really interested to see what basalt does, because if that gets us a nice black color on these creatures, that'd be really cool. Then I would just need to find a red creature to put it on. That's basically why I was doing all that exploring yesterday. I was going through my creature menu, or sorry, my discoveries list to find creatures, bone tick creatures in specific, that didn't have a yellow base color. And the only place I found them, like yellow is a very common base color for these. The only place I found ones that didn't have that, I found the brown ones that we just saw, was on my other save. On my other permadeath save, I found that brown one. So I took the portal and I grabbed one of each gender for these two, legs and shroomback. I don't know which one is which. We could look into that. All right. Do we want to just try basalt where we know how it has an effect, or do we want to try iridesite on? We just did iridescent and we saw that, so let's see how that looks on legs first. That is legs, right? Yeah. Okay. Dye Injector, iridesite. Cool, cool. So if this turns a bright purple on the legs and green on the neck, we'll know that that's how these work on bone ticks. Yeah, I know. You saw it. I picked the wrong one again. And look how tiny they are. I can't see here where that color had an effect, so let's go into the menu. Into the register. Oh no, see, that didn't have a purple effect at all. That changed it to a bright green. Weird. Okay. But it kept this, and it made the base color gray. Oh, very interesting stuff. And I think it changed the eye color as well. Yeah, if you look there, it's a bit of a green color here, and here it is red. Well, that is fascinating, that it had such a purple effect on this one, and such a different colored effect on this one. Very interesting. It definitely also changed the green. This is more of a putrid, yellowy green, and that's more of a dark green with that lime highlights. Okay. All right. Well, let's try basalt on Rhino and liquid sun and souls of animals. what is it? Fragmented quant. Well, I'll have to look at it. I don't. Fragmented something or other. Qualia? I don't know. It's a Q word, I think. What is it? What's it called? It's driving me crazy. Fragmented qualia. Oh, okay. I guessed right. It's like quantity and quality, but not quite. All right, so we're going to try basalt on Rhino. Okay, where's Rhino? Yep. All right, just 80 for 100% dose. That's good. Glad I gathered up more than 1,000. We don't even know what basalt is used for yet. So far, nothing. But you can harvest it straight out of the ground like you can with any other resource, like phosphorus, right? With a mining thing. So, mineral extractor. But we don't really have a use for it yet. So hopefully it makes some really cool colors. Wrong buttons. Wrong buttons everywhere. Oh, that's interesting. That's very interesting from this screen. Let's see what you look like. Companion register. Ooh, red. I like that. I like it a lot, but unfortunately, I don't like it with the yellow. It might look good on legs. Let's try it. Let's try Basalt on legs and see what we get. Let's see what the differences are. I think we're going to go a little bit long on today's episode too. We'll see. I do want to get those Quicksilver missions done, so I'm going to do at least 3 Quicksilver missions for tomorrow. But tomorrow, if we do them fast, it might be a short episode because I'm in a bit of a weird mood with the game. Like I said, I really want to play, and I'm really scared to do the thing I want to do most in the game. So I might cut the video short, and we'll see how we're at. Oh, you know what we can do while we're here? You know what? We'll do that next episode, because I am going to do that. We've unlocked the first item that we can apply to these things, the new laser. So we'll apply that to our animals too. All right, legs, get in there. Basalt, get in there. All right, modification complete. And I hit the wrong button, but I remembered immediately, so that's progress. I'm making progress. There we go. Let's immediately jump in there. That's pretty cool on the legs. Does that look purple to you? That's very purple. And red. Oh, hey, I like that a lot. Oh, if that was reversed, that would be almost perfect. And now that did not seem to change legs base color. You see, it's got that brown, and it's still pretty much the exact brown. The contrast of the red right beside it changes it a little, but I don't think it's actually a different color. Well, I really like the purple. Basalt looks great on legs, but I wish this was a dark red like that. Oh, I really like how that dark red goes into black there. That's interesting. If we could get that gray that we were before with the iridesite for the shell with that red, that'd be pretty swish, as they say. Oh, I love these creatures. You know what? They're really cool when they're tiny, but I do like being able to ride my pet, so I'm going to make it larger too. All right, let's try some fragmented qualia next. We're going to try these 3 items. It might not even go in. We might not need to do full reloads for each of these because it might not let us pick them. I didn't notice. Just wasn't paying. I just looked at the first slot and Basalt was there. For some reason, Basalt was the one I wanted to see the most because I thought it might turn black. But I don't think it works that way. Even though a lot of the carbon sort of things do turn red on some animals, they don't turn red on the bone ticks. At least not on Rhino. We could try carbon on legs. Okay. Yeah, let's put Rhino. We're gonna do this one at a time each way. Okay, yeah. So look, they're not showing up at all. Fragmented qualia and liquid sun are not available to be put in here. So I harvested those up for basically no reason as well. Okay, so then we've done our experimenting with those. Let's go back to legs and let's try something like carbon. Or phosphorus. Here's some phosphorus. 80% dose. Let's see what you get on legs with phosphorus. We'll try a couple more things. I've got geodesite here as well. We can try geodesite. Wrong button. All right, legs. Hatch. That also looks purple, but with a blue top. Oh no, that's gray. Gray and purple. Oh, I like that a lot. If it wasn't for the putrid green, if that was red, oh, that's pretty cool. I really like legs. Legs is growing on me. We're going to try some genetic modifications, maybe. I do want to see what kind of horns and shoulder horns and stuff like that we can get growing. But I really like the base shell as well. And Rhino's bottle opener shell is one of my favorites as well. So if we get that, that's cool. But I really do like just the basic tick shape. That's really cool. Yeah, very cool colors. I'm loving that I can change the base color of this now. Should I try phosphorus again with Rhino? No, we tried that last time and it turned out terribly. It really seems that every creature is slightly different. They all seem to have different aspects that can be colored. All right, let's do another save. Reload of autosave. Let's not make a save. And let's see what else we can get out of legs. What other... Yeah, let's try Geodesite. Geodesite is next on the list. And after Geodesite, we'll try one more thing. One more thing. Maybe a storm crystal? Or two. However many it needs. It would also be interesting if we could increase the vibrancy or darkness of these colors by applying the color multiple times. That's something I would like to see added or changed. Geodesite. Yeah, let's try that. I wasn't too impressed. I tried Geodesite on Rhino, and I don't remember what it gives, but I wasn't very impressed. Not as impressed as Iridesite. So let's see what this looks like on legs. Green? Looks like a green. Oh yeah, not a very nice green either. Very putrid green. And the same shell color. Yep. Nope, not very impressive, Geodesite. Well, that was a quick reload. Okay, what else can we try? Do we want to try something fancy or something like dioxite? Uranium, maybe? People were saying uranium gave purple colors, but as you saw, we just got purple without using that. With two different items, we got purple. Purple and gray, and we got purple and red. I don't know which I like more. I want a combination of the two, to be honest. All right. One more time. Let's see. Pugnium? Pugnium might be neat. People were saying antimatter has a strong effect. We only need 3 to get 100% dose. Let's see what we get. I like that it's only 3. We're reloading it anyway, but if this is a something we want to keep, it's good to know that it doesn't cost a lot. That appears to be sort of red and black, but who knows when you get in here once you get past that. Well, we got red legs. We got a red highlight from this one. That is interesting. But it's too bright of a red to go with that base brown color. In fact, I think the brown color has gotten lighter too. Yeah, there's definitely a difference in color there. That's not just contrast. That is a different color. Yeah. This has also gotten darker. That's a bit better. No, not a fan. Not a fan. Okay. How many more did I say we were going to do? Just that one? Or I'm doing one more. We're going to find something else. Something interesting. So I'm going to keep playing around with this. Maybe I'll show off a new pet next time. We'll see. Definitely just going to do those Quicksilver missions next, though. That's pretty much like directly after this. We'll do experimenting maybe during the week. We'll see. I know there's going to be some streams to watch today, so I definitely would like to finish up recording before those are done. So maybe I'll just record one more quick Quicksilver mission episode after this and call it a day on making videos. Alright, let's see. Let's try Pugnium. Only 36 for 100% dose. That's cool. Will what we get be cool? We're about to find out. And guess what? I'm going to hit the right button on the first try. Oh, blue, I think. And then I hit the wrong button there. Oh, yeah, that's a very faint blue, though. It's nice. It's nice. It's pretty much the same blue that we had. We just lost the reddishness of that brown and got more of a beige. All right. Well, until next time, everyone. Have a good time.